Good morning, welcome to another video. I thought I'd film some bits of today and some bits of tomorrow. Nothing exciting happening tomorrow, but today I'm off to Exeter to meet up with Kirsten. We had a date set to meet each other a few weeks ago, which we had to cancel because Kirsten had to go up country, that's such a Devon thing to say, isn't it? To look at houses because they have sold their house. And so they were going to do a long weekend going up to do that, so we cancelled and rebooked for today. So it seems like a long time since we've met up, so I'm looking forward to it. It's quite a nice day. Let's do a quick outfit of the day. I am wearing Harper jeans from Marks and Spencer's, which I've talked about at length, my favourite current jeans. Little vest top, this is from Aldi, Georgia Aldi, and then this kimono type sort of crochet trim top is from Shein. I got it a few months ago. I think it's sold out, but I will link everything that I can in the description box. The vest top from Asda's definitely sold out. On my feet I've got shoes from Pavers sandals from last summer, which are slightly on their last legs if I'm honest. And then I've got little palm print earrings on, palm leaf earrings on. That came from, I think, AliExpress, but don't quote me on that one. Right, I got up before 7 this morning, went on the treadmill to do my walk, and I thought I had loads of time to get everything done that I needed to do because I wanted to leave at about 9:30. And it's now 9:20, and I haven't got everything done that I wanted to get done, so I need to have a very quick breakfast and go and try and find an item that I can't find, isn't in the box it should be in, that I've sold, and then we're off to Exeter. Kirsten is here. We are in Marks and Spencer's. We've had a thorough search of the knicker department looking for a robust gusset.
We found some, I think.
Have found some. Won't be showing you. And we're now going to look at shoes, which are far less contentious.
They feel like plastic.
We are agog at the price of these shoes, which if you watch Kirsten's video you might already have seen, if hers is published before mine, how much they are. £59 for this pair of shoes in Marks and Spencer's. They are actually leather in their defence, but it seems a lot, doesn't it? Well, perhaps it's just me. Everything seems expensive now. I wasn't contemplating buying them, we were just having a look. Which are your favourite shoes?
These.
The green ones?
Yeah, definitely. 100%. Look, I'm just doubting that these are actually leather.
And when I looked at them I thought they're not leather, but it does say they are.
Yeah, it does. But they just don't feel like leather.
No. And they don't look like it, more importantly. They look like a $14.99 pair of shoes from Shoe Zone,
yeah,
rather than a £60 pair of shoes from Marks's.
They do.
We're now in the White Company, sniffing lots of things we're not going to buy. They have got a sale on there. I was looking for, well, that's not it, it's white lavender, that one. I was looking for Amalfi Lemon, I think it's called. I think it's a limited edition one, but I can't find it. So we've stopped for lunch, and Kirsten's got
The biggest pizza ever.
pizza the size of a dustbin lid. She's just said it looks very nice. I've got linguine with tomato and chicken, which also looks very nice. I like this sideboard in the window of Next. Isn't that nice? Well, we have shopped. Sorry?
Go on.
We have shopped. We have charity shopped. When I say shop, wandered round, looked at stuff. I bought some knickers. I think that's literally all we bought between the two of us.
Yeah. But I'm on a bit of a buying ban, so...
Yes, Kirsten's moving. Big move soon.
Big move,
yes. Big move. I'm a bit sad. But we're going to meet up halfway once a year.
Birmingham.
Which is going to be in Birmingham. We figured it out. Anyway, I'm going to go and get my bus. Are you parked at Bob's?
Yeah.
Kirsten's going to go and get her car, and I will see you back at home. It's got rather warm now. I am back at my car after, I actually can clearly see, after, just let me pop you down there a sec while I put my seatbelt on. After a very circuitous bus road. park and ride is a good idea, but the buses aren't always the most direct. They don't seem to run the actual park and ride bus as often as they used to, cutbacks I guess. And yeah, they have other buses that go via the park and ride, but they go to lots of other places as well, you know. So that seemed to take longer than it should have done to get back. Anyway, on my way home now. I had a really nice day with Kirsten, it was lovely. Really tasty lunch as well, that pasta was delicious. And yeah, really nice day. Didn't buy much, nice to wander around the shops, lovely lunch. Going to drive home, need to pick up a parcel from the parcel lockers on the way. And then, yeah, I'll see you back at home. I am home, it is 4:30. And I thought I'd just quickly show you what I bought. Bought myself some knickers in Marks and Spencer's, which I'm not going to show you because you don't care about those, do you? And I don't want to show my knickers on the internet. There's something you don't show on the internet, as I've said before. I bought 2 pairs of exfoliating gloves because they discolour so quickly, the exfoliating gloves, don't they? So I needed some new ones. Noticed the other day that mine were really quite grey and unpleasant. So 2 pairs for £1.50 in Primark, which I was quite impressed by. I also got 2 sort of night shirts, long t-shirts. I would wear them as either loungewear or night shirts. Really nice, big, baggy, 2XL was the size. And I thought the price was really good. They were £7 each. I've got this green one, which says, balance, everything is going to be all right, everything will fall into place, everything that's meant to be will be, which is all very zen, isn't it? And a nice thought, I thought, for a piece of nightwear, calming and a good thought anyway. And then I also got, same price, same size, this pale blue one, which says, get lost in what you love. Again, a nice sentiment indeed. So yeah, I noticed the prices in Primark really expensive compared with what they used to be. I mean, prices everywhere, aren't they? But I thought those were really good value. Then the final item I got was this little kohl eyeliner, which was £1, and it's got that packaging on it, which is a nightmare to get off. You know, that really fiddly, which doesn't have that sort of, I can't show it. I'm going to go off camera and take it off and come back just a second. That was a bloody fail all round. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Bloody shrink wrap packaging around things like makeup products in general. For anyone, do these companies just not think about people who have arthritis or anything else that affects your fine motor skills? Because I haven't got any of those issues and I've just really struggled to get that off. I've been fiddling about with it with scissors and the edge of a nail file and it still wasn't easy. So, my phone's ringing now. We'll get through this segment any minute. Sorry, that was William phoning with some good news, actually, something that has been on our minds, and yeah, good news. So that was a nice phone call to get. But yeah, the other thing with this, apart from the shrink wrapping, manufacturers, people struggle with their fingers to get I'm sure you don't need to put that amount of bloody plastic wrapping on these things. Anyway, I then took the lid off. I wanted Skin Colour Kohl Pencil to do the insides of my lower lids. I've seen on so many tutorials over the years, makeup tutorials, that it really helps to brighten up the eye. So I got that for that purpose. I took it out of the packaging. I went to swatch it on my hand to show you, and the tip came off. I just sort of pushed it back in. I left it in the car for a while. I popped into Ashley's office and ended up staying and chatting with one of the guys there for about 20 minutes. And it's quite hot today, so I think being in the car must have melted it. So I've just sort of pushed it back in, and I'm hoping, against hope, that it will maybe be usable once it sets. So I can't show you, I can't swatch it for you. Right, as I said, it's nearly 20 to 5 now. Ashley's cooking tonight. I think we're having a pork stir fry, I believe. and I sort of designated today a day off. So I'm going to resist. Actually, I know what I've got to do. I've got to go and try and find that item that it's a dress that I've sold that I couldn't find. I've got some more boxes to go through, so I'm going to go and attempt to find that, and then I'm going to sit in the garden, I think, or on the balcony at least, with my book, read that. I need to phone my mum, and I need to empty the dishwasher. So much for a day off. Haha, but I've had a lovely time with Kirsten in Exeter anyway. Right, I'm off to try and find the dress that I've lost. Good morning, it is Friday. End of the week, and I'm in a good mood because it's nicer weather so far. It's only 8:30 than they said it was going to be. So fingers crossed. We're hoping to do pizzas in the pizza oven for dinner tonight. So fingers crossed it stays nice and we can sit outside and eat our pizzas. So I had such a good night's sleep last night. I'm sleeping particularly well at the moment. I have had to stop taking my ashwagandha that I was taking. I think it was giving me a bad stomach. I'm not 100% sure it was that, and I'd taken it for 6 months with no ill effects. So as I said, I'm not sure if it was that. I also stopped taking zinc and vitamin D and antihistamine, all of which it could also have been, because I'm going to restart them one at a time. But yeah, I had to stop taking it, so I was worried that my sleep was going to sort of regress, you know, back to how it was 6 months ago or so. Maybe it was last night, I can't remember. But yeah, anyway, but I've been sleeping, touch wood, very well, so long may that continue, because sleeping well just makes such a difference, doesn't it? And I hadn't been walking on the treadmill for a few weeks. I think I mentioned in my last video I've had some health stuff going on, and I've not been doing my morning walking, and I got back to it this week and it was a bit of a struggle. It's amazing how quickly you lose the fitness and the speed and all of that stuff when you get older. And it was a bit of a struggle at the beginning of the week, and I've walked every morning this week and it actually felt quite good this morning. I felt quite energised and good. I'm just peering at my foundation to make sure I've got them. I've got two colours that I sort of different ones that I'm using at the moment to mix to get the right colour, and that's the one I want today. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased, having stuck to it all week and really not enjoyed it very much at all. I realise a week isn't that long. That I feel better for it this morning. Anyway, plans for today, other than pizza for dinner. As I said, I've already done my treadmill walk. I've also done my parcels, and I have done, I've been through most of my emails. I've got a couple that I still need to reply to. Need to do some eBay bits today, and first of all, once I put my makeup on, I'm going to film a video. I've got some bits from New Look to film, which you will have seen that one by the time you see this one. But I've got some green pen on my hand this morning, some marker pen. I was testing if it worked. Actually, I was writing on plastic and it wasn't working, so I put it on my hand to see if it works. Permanent pen, and I just put my foundation. I always put my foundation on the back of my hand, and I put it over the top. And I think it's going into the bit. I'm avoiding the bit because I think it's melting into the foundation. So green foundation would not be a good look, would it? Yeah, trying to avoid that. So yeah, I'm going to film this video, which shouldn't take very long because it's only 4 items of clothing. And then I'm going to pop out. I've got a parcel to pick up from the locker, parcel lockers. I need to pop to the supermarket and get just a few little bits. I'm going to try and be a bit more organised with supermarket shopping next week. I've been to the supermarket every day apart from one this week, which was I need to do an actual menu plan. I need to get back to sort of trying to weekly menu plan a bit. Remember I told you at the beginning of the year that I'd sorted out all the freezer and made a list of what was in the freezer, and we were being really good about ticking it off, and as we used stuff and adding that, you know, when we put new stuff into it, adding that onto the list, and yeah, that went by the wayside a couple of months ago, so we've got very disorganised. Then last week I sorted out the freezer. I haven't made a list again, but I did sort out the freezer, and hopefully now I know what's in it, we'll be a bit more organised with meals. So I'm going to attempt to do a weekly menu plan next week, so I don't have to go to the blooming supermarket every day. I never know if it could. What do you reckon? Do you think it costs less to weekly menu plan? I'm sort of on the fence, because I feel like if you weekly menu plan and then do my blusher before my bronzer, that's odd because I don't usually do that, but never mind. If you weekly menu plan and get everything you need for a week, I find that I have more food that I don't use up, or potentially don't use up. I do try not to have any food waste these days, and we're better at that than we used to be. But yeah, I find that, you know, plans sometimes change at the last minute, don't they? Or you don't fancy what you were going to cook and you end up with stuff that you haven't used. Whereas if you plan more sort of on the go, sort of on a more daily basis or a couple of days, and shop just for little bits at a time, then you end up with less food waste. But does it potentially cost you more because you're going into the supermarket more often and therefore buying stuff that you perhaps wouldn't where you're not going so often, if that makes sense? What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that's a valid? I don't know. I'm sort of, sometimes I think one way, sometimes I think the other way on that. So anyway, I need to do my eyes now, so I need to concentrate, so I'm going to turn off the camera and catch up with you a little bit later on. Right, the video is filmed. I've put a load of washing on. Haven't quite managed to put that lot away yet from the video, but I will do. It was a good haul actually. Everything I tried on I really liked. Right, I need to make a little bit of a shopping list. Not much, I only need a couple of things. And yeah, then pop out. I've just been reading some of your comments on my last video. What video am I trying to say? What am I trying to say here? My last day in the life video. And a lot of you talked about the reed diffuser, suggested turning the sticks over. Now I do that every couple of days anyway, but since I last spoke to you, I don't even smell it when I come into the bedroom anymore. I feel like it's losing its potency the further it goes down. That's how far it's gone down in the last week since I filmed the last video. Actually it's a bit more than a week, it's about a week and a half, but yeah, just I feel like it's losing its potency. It's a grave disappointment, this one has been. Guess that'll teach me to spend so much money on a bloody reed diffuser, won't it? Or possibly not. Home again, and time for breakfast, which today is 2 rice cakes with Marmite peanut butter on. I love this stuff, it's so good. And a small glass of orange juice. Once I've eaten that, it's time to do a little bit of eBay. Hopefully get the video edited that I filmed this morning and ready for publication on, I don't know, Sunday, Monday, something like that. And yeah, just generally get on with some work really. Let me see if that is going to be the right sort of height. Let's pop you in there. That will do. You might need to go a bit further away. You're in my pot plant on top of my current book, which I'll show you in a second because it's very good and would be a recommendation. What we're going to talk to you about. It's about 1:45, 10 to 2. No, it's 10 past 2 even. And, oh, my glasses are filthy. And I have had a productive morning. I've got some eBay done. I've edited my new look video, ready for going. I just need to upload it now and do the thumbnail and all the other back end bits and pieces. And I've decided I'm going to treat myself to a nana nap. I was up at 5:30, not up, but I was awake at 5:30 this morning. Wake up very early at the moment. I think it's the light mornings, and I go to bed quite early as well because I'm exhausted. So I thought I would treat myself to a little nana nap. When I say a nap, I don't necessarily sleep, but I do enjoy getting into my bed with my iPad and my book, watch a bit of YouTube perhaps, or have a read and just relax. And I very much enjoy doing that, and I don't do it that often anymore. And as it's Friday, I thought I would treat myself to that. Then later on, I've got to make pizza dough ready for the pizzas tonight. I'm going to use the Thermomix for that. A couple of people asked me for more info about the Thermomix, my new cooking machine. So I will sort of show you bits and pieces in vlogs. I don't want to do a whole dedicated video to it, but because I'm not sure, I think it's probably something quite niche. But I'll show you bits as and when I use it, you know, in vlogs, so you can see the sort of things it does. Anyway, I'm going to use it to make the pizza dough. Then I'm going out to meet Ashley after work and go for drinks with friends after work, Friday drinks, and then we'll come back and do pizzas and start the weekend. We're out for dinner tomorrow night with friends, looking forward to that, trying a new restaurant. Other than that, not many plans for the weekend. I do need to deadhead some flowers in my flower beds in front of the house. The front of the house? Yeah, the new walls, you know, that we had built last year. But what I did want to briefly talk about is wills and power of attorneys. Now, most viewers who have been with me any length of time will probably know that my father has advanced dementia and is in a care home, a dementia care home. Very, very sad, you know, and he has been going downhill a lot this year. We did put in power of attorneys many years ago, before he got ill, before he was even diagnosed. It was just something that we were advised to do, and or my mother and father were advised to do by their solicitors, financial advisors, I can't remember exactly who it was, and we put it all into place years ago. And having those power of attorneys basically come in two forms. There's a finance and property power of attorney. This is in England. I don't know if it differs in Scotland, Ireland, Wales. Have I said all the places? Yeah, Scotland, Ireland, Wales. I got picked up on failing to mention one of them a video a while ago. You know, people look for things to be cross about, don't they? Anyway, yeah, I don't know if it differs, but here in England, there's two power of attorneys. One is for finance and property. One is for health and welfare. Anyway. One's health, one's finance, basically. And we put them all into place years ago. And obviously, as my dad no longer has capacity, the power of attorneys have come into use in recent years. And just having those in place it's an awful situation, a horrible situation, a very upsetting situation, obviously, as it is when any member of any family is ill. And just having that already in place and not having that to think about in addition to all the other stuff over the last couple of years has been very useful. I just wanted to flag it and talk about it because, you know, I've got a bit of a platform here, people watch me, and if I can say stuff that's, as well as, you know, being entertaining and trying on clothes and all that sort of stuff, that serious stuff does go on, you know. Don't talk about it so much on here, but if I can talk about something that has been useful to me and it is useful to other people as well, then that's, you know, if it helps just one person, is worth talking about, isn't it? And yeah, just having had those has been so useful. And in turn, we have this year, Ashley and myself, set up powers of attorney for William and for each other in the event that anything happens to either of us, or when something happens to either of us. So those are in place now. I think we quite often think about this situation with older relations, but perhaps not when we're all still young and hopefully healthy, or, you know, young middle-aged. I'm not saying that I'm young, but, you know, perhaps setting up powers of attorneys for your kids now probably isn't on everybody's mind. But we've done ours. We've also renewed our wills this year. We set up wills years ago, and when Will was a kid, and things have changed a bit since then. Obviously he's grown up, and we needed to update our wills, also with regard to property. That legislation has changed and stuff like that. So yeah, always worth updating your will. All these things obviously cost money, but the peace of mind that it gives you, and certainly making things easier for future times when things may get tough, God forbid, but, you know, as and when they do, just being prepared in advance just makes me feel a lot better, and when it comes to it, it's nice to have it. So I just wanted to talk about that. So have a think about that if you're in a position that you feel you may ever need it, or your kids might need. I just realised I forgot to mention the book, didn't I? This is the book that I am reading, The Angel Tree by Lucinda Riley. It's a big old book, it's 650 pages. I'm nearly at the end, as you can see. My mum actually recommended it to me. It's if you like Penny Vincenzi, I would say it's comparable to her books. It's a big old family saga that starts in the 1940s, like 1945 I think it starts, and goes right through to almost present day. So I've really got my teeth into this one. I've very much enjoyed it, so I would recommend The Angel Tree by Lucinda Riley. Well, the sunshine hasn't stayed out, which is a bit disappointing. It's looking very dull out there. I need to go get the washing off the line as well. I'm going to start by making quick pizza dough. It tells me it's going to take 5 minutes. So this is my Thermomix. I did show it to you in last week's video. Now it connects to the internet, and it comes with a subscription to an app called Cookie Dough, which has all the recipes in it. So this, it's running slowly because I'm uploading a video at the moment, so my internet's pretty slow, but bear with, and I'm sure the pizza dough recipe will come up any minute now. Just clicked on my week. Yes, it will come up with a picture there, but just very slow. There we are. Let's click on that, and we'll click on start cooking, and it basically weighs everything into here. I don't need separate scales. It's all, well, the one machine does everything. That's the inside of it, has a blade. Right, so I'm going to make the dough. I'll show you it when it's done. Just go through the steps one by one, and then we'll leave it to prove. So I've put all the ingredients in, and it is now kneading. Love a machine that kneads for me. So pizza dough's made. I need to transfer it out of here into this pre-greased bowl. There might be a little bit too much oil in that, and leave it for at least an hour. It's going to be more like 2, I would think, and then we'll be making pizza later. Needs to at least double in size, so that's how big it is now, if that gives you an idea. We'll come back and see how much it's grown a bit later on. It's just about 7 o'clock, and had such a nice hour and a bit sitting outside at the local recreation ground. We're members of the club there, and they have a really nice outside bit where you can sit outside and have a drink and watch the cricket being played. People playing cricket being played, whatever, anyway. But look at this. Oh my goodness me. Look at how impressive that is. It's completely full. Ashley's just gone to get some gas to light the pizza oven. He'll be back any minute now. I'm excited to show him my pizza day. Well, hello there. It's now Saturday, and I can't remember whether I finished this vlog off or not. I feel like I probably didn't. Don't know what. I remember showing you the pizza dough that had risen. The pizzas were very good. This is what Saturdays look like here. Saturday in July in England. Isn't that grand? Lovely rain. Anyway, we are off out for dinner with friends, but I suddenly remembered that I hadn't drawn the winner for the glossy box, which I did a giveaway for a couple of weeks ago. I have just messaged the winner. Bear with, let me put my glasses on. I've replied to her comment. I just wanted to show you as well. It is Susan Proctor. So I look forward to hearing from you with your address so I can get your prize off to you. Congratulations. Right, that is it for this one. I'm going to wrap it up because I need to go and get ready to leave. I feel like I need my umbrella and my Mac for this evening. You just love the British summer. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.